Let's cut the noise. Let's stop pretending everything is okay. Because right now, in this exact moment, you are hurting. I know exactly where you are. You're checking your phone. Again. You're looking at that screen, hoping, praying, begging the universe for a notification. Just one buzz, just one name. But there's nothing. Just the cold, harsh light of a screen that hasn't changed in hours, maybe even days. You see that delivered receipt? It's mocking you. You see that she was online 10 minutes ago? That's a knife in your gut. You feel that tightness in your chest? That's not love, brother. That is anxiety. That is your self-respect slowly bleeding out of your body. You're asking yourself the same pathetic questions every guy asks when he's losing the game. Is she busy? Did I say something wrong? Maybe her phone died. Maybe she's just bad at texting. Stop lying to yourself. Look me in the eyes. She is not busy. We live in 2025. People are glued to their phones. She takes her phone to the bathroom. She sleeps with it next to her pillow. She checks it when she wakes up, when she eats, and when she drives. If she wanted to talk to you, she would. If you were a priority, she would find the 3 seconds it takes to type, "Hey." But she isn't doing that. Why? Because right now you are an option. You are a safety net. You are the guy she knows will always be there, waiting like a loyal dog, while she gives her attention to men who don't give a damn about her. And I know that hurts. It burns. It makes you feel small. It makes you feel weak. But you need to feel this pain. Do not run from it. Let it burn. Because we are going to use that fire to burn down the simp version of you and build a king from the ashes. Tone shifts. Stronger, angry, urgent. This ends today. You are going to stop chasing. You are going to stop begging for breadcrumbs of affection. I am going to teach you the dark psychology of attraction. How to flip the script so hard that she becomes the one panicking when you don't reply. But listen to me, this is not for the weak. This requires discipline. This requires you to kill your ego. If you are ready to take your power back and make her chase you, hit that subscribe button right now. Do it for your future self. Join the brotherhood of men who refuse to be second place. Let's get into the surgery. Before you can fix this, you have to understand the battlefield. Why does she never text first? Is she evil? Is she manipulative? No. She is just a woman living in the modern world. And you are playing by rules that died 50 years ago. Here's the brutal truth about female psychology that society is too scared to tell you. Women do not respect what comes for free. Think about it. Imagine you walk out of your house and there is a Ferrari parked there with the keys in it. A guy walks up and says, "Here, take it. It's yours. Please, just take it." Would you value that car? No. You'd think it's stolen. You'd think something is wrong with it. You'd treat it like trash. But if you had to work 10 years, grind day and night, save every penny, and finally buy that Ferrari, you would park it in a garage and polish it every Sunday. You are the free Ferrari. You give her everything. Good morning texts. Good night texts. Instant replies. Validation. Compliments. You are pouring your energy into a bottomless pit. And what is she doing? She is drowning in attention. A moderately attractive woman today gets more attention in 1 hour than your grandfather got in his entire lifetime. She has 50 guys in her DMs calling her beautiful. She has 200 matches on Tinder. She has orbiters, ex-boyfriends, and guy friends all fighting for a second of her time. When you text her first every single time, you are just adding to the noise. You are just another notification. You are boring. Predictability is the death of attraction. Read that again. If she knows exactly what you are going to say and exactly when you are going to say it, she loses interest. Biology is wired to seek the unknown. We crave what we cannot fully understand. We chase what retreats from us. Right now, she has 100% of your power. She knows that if she ghosts you for 3 days and then texts "hi," you will reply in 3 seconds. You have taught her that your time has zero value. You have taught her that you have no other options. And a man with no options is a man with no value. So how do we change this dynamic? How do we go from being the fan to being the celebrity? We have to starve her of the one thing she craves most, your validation. Step number 1. This is the foundation. If you cannot do this, turn off the video and go back to being ignored. You must execute a hard pattern interrupt. If you have been the one initiating contact for the last week, month, or year, You stop. Immediately. Cold turkey. I don't mean you wait for a few hours. I mean you stop initiating completely. You create a void. Here is exactly what will happen in her brain when you do this. It's pure psychology. Day 1. She won't even notice. She is busy with her other orbiters. She thinks, oh, he's probably busy. Day 2. She starts to feel a little itch. He usually texts me by now. That's weird. Day 3. The panic starts to set in. Her ego takes a hit. She thinks, wait a minute, did he lose interest? Did he meet someone else? Is he mad at me? See what just happened? For the first time in history, she is thinking about you. Before, you were forcing yourself into her mind. Now you are occupying her mind by your absence. Silence is loud. Silence is powerful. Silence creates mystery. When you are always there, you are like the furniture in her room. She sees you, but she doesn't notice you. But if the furniture suddenly disappears, she notices immediately. Now this is where most men fail. This is where you get weak. You will sit there on day 3 and think, but what if she forgets about me? What if she moves on? Listen to me closely. If she forgets about you because you didn't text her for 3 days, she was never yours to begin with. You need to be willing to lose her, to keep her. This is the paradox of dating. The man who is most willing to walk away holds all the power. So step 1 is simple but painful. Do not text. First, put your phone in another room. Go to the gym. Read a book. Work on your business. Do literally anything except seeking her validation. You are retraining her brain. You are breaking the cycle where she is the queen and you are the peasant. Now let's assume step 1 works, because it always works. Eventually, the silence becomes too loud for her ego, and she reaches out. She sends a text. Maybe it's a meme. Maybe it's, hey. Maybe it's, I haven't heard from you. Warning, this is the trap. Most guys see this text, and their heart explodes. They get a hit of dopamine like a drug addict. They think, oh my God, she messaged me. I have to reply instantly so I don't lose the momentum. And boom, you just lost again. You just proved to her that you were sitting around waiting for her permission to exist. You must apply step 2, the mirror method. The rule is simple. Match her investment. Mirror her energy. If she took 6 hours to reply to your last message, guess how long you take to reply to this one? 6 hours, not 5 minutes, not 1 hour, 6 hours. This isn't about being petty. This is about communicating value. High-value men are busy. High-value men have a purpose. They are not sitting by the phone. And look at the content of her message. Did she send a low-effort text? Did she just type LOL? If she gives you low effort, you give her 0 effort. If she sends a dry text, you do not send back a paragraph asking about her day. You do not ask her questions to keep the conversation dying alive. You let it die. You send a thumbs-up emoji. Or better yet, you leave it on read. Leaving a girl on read when she has given you a low-effort message is one of the most powerful moves a man can make. It screams self-respect. It says, I am not here to entertain you. If you want to talk to me, you need to bring something to the table. She will be shocked. She is used to guys carrying the conversation. She is used to guys doing all the heavy lifting. When you stop lifting, she has to pick up the weight. She might get angry. She might say, wow, you're rude. Don't apologize. Never apologize for having standards. You simply say, I'm just matching the energy. I thought you were busy. This flips the frame. Now she has to prove she isn't boring. Now she has to work for your attention. Remember, you are the prize. A prize doesn't chase the winner. The winner chases the prize. Pause for effect. If you are resonating with this, if you feel that fire waking up inside you, make sure you are subscribed. We are only at step 2. The next steps are going to turn you into a ghost that haunts her mind. We have covered the silence. We have covered the mirroring. Now we enter the danger zone. This is where you twist the knife. Step number 3, create ghost competition. You need to understand a fundamental law of female nature. Women want what other women want. It is called pre-selection. If you walk into a club and you are standing alone in the corner holding a drink, looking sad, you are invisible, you are creepy. But if you walk into that same club with 2 attractive women laughing at your jokes, suddenly, every woman in the room is looking at you. They are thinking, Who is he? Why do they like him? Does he have something I don't know about? Competition triggers desire. Right now, she thinks she is the only woman in your life. She thinks you are sitting at home, staring at the ceiling, waiting for her. And that makes you safe. That makes you boring. You need to plant a seed of doubt in her mind. You need to make her wonder if she has competition. And listen to me carefully, you do not lie. And you do not brag. Bragging is weak. If you say, "Oh, I have so many dates," you look insecure. True power is subtle. Here is how you do it. When she finally texts you asking, "What are you doing?" Or, "How was your weekend?" Do not give her a full report. Don't say, "I just stayed home and played video games," even if you did. And definitely don't say, "I was waiting to hear from you." That is social suicide. Instead, you say, "Had a crazy weekend, met some interesting people. What about you?" Notice what I did there. Met some interesting people. Who are these people? Are they men? Are they women? Is it a new girlfriend? You didn't say. You left a gap of information. Her brain will immediately fill that gap with her worst fear. She will imagine you with another woman. She will imagine you laughing, having fun, living a life where she doesn't exist. This triggers her competitive instinct. Suddenly, she feels like she is losing her spot. And humans fight 10 times harder to keep something they are losing than to gain something new. You are no longer the safe option. You are now a limited resource. And when a resource becomes scarce, the value goes up. Supply and demand, my friend. While you are pulling back your texts, you need to push forward your lifestyle. Step number 4, the digital flex. We live in a visual world. If she isn't seeing you in real life, she is watching you online. Even if she doesn't like your photo, trust me, she is watching your story. She is keeping tabs on you. Most men use social media to be validation seekers. They post thirsty selfies hoping she likes them. You are going to use social media as a weapon of mass attraction. Here is the rule. Do not text her. Post for her. Let's say you haven't texted her in 3 days. Instead of breaking the silence, you post a story. You post a picture of you at the gym, looking strong. You post a picture of a nice meal you are cooking. You post a video of you driving with good music. You are communicating. My life is moving forward. I am happy. I am winning. With or without you. When she sees that little circle around your profile picture, she will click it. And when she sees you having a great life while you are ignoring her, it drives her crazy. It creates FOMO, fear of missing out. She thinks, "Wait, why isn't he chasing me? He seems fine. Is he over me?" This destroys her ego. Her ego wants you to be miserable without her. When you show her that you are thriving, she feels a gravitational pull to come back and disrupt your peace. She wants to be part of that high-value life. But remember, high quality only. No blurry photos, no depressing quotes, no sad songs. You are the main character of your own movie. Make the movie look so good that she wants to buy a ticket. Now, let's talk about the interaction itself. When you do talk to her, how do you keep the power? Step number 5. The takeaway. There is a rule in show business. Always leave them wanting more. You need to be the one who ends the conversation. Always. Most guys drag the conversation on until it dies a painful death. They keep asking questions until the girl stops replying. They squeeze the lemon until it's dry. And that is why she leaves you on red, because the conversation got boring. You need to leave while the energy is still high. You are texting back and forth, things are going well, she is laughing, she is engaged. And bam, you cut it. You say, "Hey, I gotta run, meeting a friend, catch you later." Or simply, "Busy right now, talk soon." And then you put the phone down, you disappear. What just happened? You left her on a cliffhanger. Just like a Netflix show ends an episode right at the most exciting part, you ended the interaction at the peak. Now, she is sitting there with all this unspent energy. She was ready to talk more, but you took it away. She will be thinking about that conversation for the rest of the day. She will be checking her phone to see when you come back. This signals abundance. It signals that your time is valuable. It signals that you have a life outside of her. A man who can walk away from a good conversation is a man who has self-control, and self-control is incredibly sexy. Be the one who hangs up the phone first. Be the one who says goodnight first. Be the one who walks away. We have played the game. We have created mystery. We have built value. Now, it is time to close the deal. Because here's the reality. Texting is not dating. You cannot build a relationship over WhatsApp. You need to get her face to face. Step number 6, the high value offer. If you have done steps 1 through 5 correctly, her attraction is higher now. She is wondering about you. She is chasing you a little bit. Now, you make the move, but you do not ask like a beggar. You ask like a king. Don't say, hey, do you maybe want to hang out sometime this weekend if you're not busy? That is weak. That reeks of insecurity. You say, I'm going to Cool Bar activity on Thursday at 7 p.m. You should come, it'll be fun. Notice the difference. It is definite. Thursday at 7. It is a statement, not a plea. You are doing it anyway. You are inviting her to join your adventure. Now here is the final test. If she says, yes, great, you win. If she says, no, I can't, without offering a new time, you say, no worries. And you never ask again. If she says, maybe, or I'll let you know, you say, sounds like you're unsure. Let's do it another time when you're free. And you withdraw the offer. Do not accept maybe. Do not accept I'll see. You are a man of value. Your time is reserved for people who are excited to see you. If she is lukewarm, you freeze her out. This is the ultimate display of self-respect. If she rejects the offer, you walk away with your head high. And ironically, that willingness to walk away is often the exact thing that makes her come back a week later. Gentlemen, let's bring it home. I didn't give you these 6 steps to manipulate women. I gave them to you to save yourself. The reason she wasn't texting you first wasn't just because of tactics. It was because you forgot who you were. You forgot that you are the prize. You spent so much time trying to be the perfect guy for her that you forgot to be the perfect man for yourself. You chased butterflies and they flew away. But when you stop chasing, when you start building your garden, when you focus on your body, your money, your mind, and your mission, the butterflies come to you. And even if she doesn't come back, who cares? Because by the time you finish this process, you will be a man of such high value, with such undeniable self-respect, that you won't even worry about her. You will have options. You will have power. You will have peace. So put the phone down. Stop checking that chat. Look in the mirror. That is the only person you need to impress. If this video woke something up inside you, if you are ready to kill the nice guy and become the man you were born to be, destroy that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Because I am not just giving you dating advice. I am giving you the blueprint to build an empire. Welcome to the 1%. Let's work.